Good morning. I'm here at Goats with Horns Animal Sanctuary with Houdini here, who kind of just gave me the side eye and said, no, I'm not ready to be on camera yet this morning. It's still early for me, but I thought I'd just jump on here. I just finished mixing a batch of electrolytes for the goats. So I'm going to take you over here and see how we did that. One of our volunteers came up with the idea, and we were doing some research and found that some of the ingredients in this electrolyte mixture are really, really helpful for goats or sheep, or even some of like the birds can have similar electrolytes. So all we did here is we have the supplies up here on top of the fridge and freezer. Put 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then use this little 1/4 cup of molasses. We added that to an empty gallon jug here and filled it up with water. And now I'm just going to give it a little swish and shake. We already gave Snowy a dose this morning. We're able to give it to whoever needs electrolytes. We do it every morning for Snowy, and then sometimes as needed throughout the day, or if we see any goats that or seem to be kind of dragging. What was interesting is the one morning Gibby didn't finish his bowl of electrolytes, so I figured I would see if any of the other goats wanted it. I didn't want it to go to waste, so I set the bowl down in front of Peanut Butter Cup and Chicolette, who are both younger goats, and neither one of them would drink it. So it was interesting. It was like maybe because they're a little younger, they are dealing with the heat better, and they felt their bodies just kind of knew that they didn't need electrolytes, whereas some of the birds will come running right over as soon as I set the bowl down for Snowy. I'll set it down on the ground so that I can use my other hand to open the gate, and I'll have a couple hens run over and take little sips out of the bowl even before I can get it to Snowy. So that's something else that we're looking into, is doing some more for the chickens. Actually, I think I might have a little bottle of the chicken electrolyte tablets over here. Might have used the rest of them. Oh no, here, let me show you what we've been doing for our birds. We have these little, let's get in the shade, backyard chicken healthy flock. It's like probiotic enzyme supplement. So we'll kind of put a couple of these in these big water jugs here, just to kind of give the chickens a little boost. We also will sometimes add about a teaspoon or tablespoon of apple cider vinegar for the chickens. We did have this extra freezer just donated to us the other day. Let me just jump inside there so you can take a peek. It is full of just more frozen water bottles and ice packs. We wrap the ice packs in duct tape. That way, when the chickens go to stand on them, they are the ice packs are protected from their talons. Actually, I'm going to grab that one. Doesn't seem, some of them aren't even frozen all the way yet. The freezer is brand new, and as cold as we can get it. It's just when it's 110 degrees outside, and even though this freezer is in the shade all the time, and then the other one that we just saw where we keep the electrolytes, it's indoors and closed in this, as we call, metal man cave. It still is just not able to keep up because the temperatures are just so high. Oh, sorry, you did my little zoom in there real quick. This is another thing I've showed you guys before, but it's just a little bunt pan, like for baking. What I do is I'll just put some like frozen, or it won't be frozen at first. I'll put like some fruit, maybe berries, or watermelon seems to be their favorite, and then I'll stick it in the freezer. This was just a jar of leftover tomato sauce, and I just froze it in there. That will need a rinse, but I'm gonna, oh, hi. Do you want a little bit right now? You want some? Let's see. Just another way to kind of keep them cool and get a little bit of veggies into them. This is Millie right here. I'm actually going to take it back to where most of the birds have been spending their days. And then we'll go back and grab that ice pack so I can put it in with Stan. Stan, the rooster, lives in a coop. Good morning, Cookie Dough. And since he can't, get access to walk around in front of the sub pump or misters, we make sure that, we get frozen water bottles in there with them. You can see a bunch of water bottles spread throughout here. And no, it's not because we are messy. It's because these were all frozen, and we kind of scattered them around just to let them kind of radiate a little bit of coolness. They're all thawed out now, of course. So let me go ahead and grab these and take them back. We'll go get Stanley's ice pack. I'm also going to throw, this is just a little bit of leftover cat food that must have not fit in the cat food dish. And an interesting fact is that cat food just happens to be supplemented in a way that is good for birds to grow their feathers. So for example, you might be able to see here, Stan has some kind of bald spots. He's going through a pretty bad molt right now. And instead of, getting him a bunch of different supplements and things like that to kind of help him grow his feathers, here you go, Zoe, we will just give him a little tiny sprinkle of cat food. And the way that it's, fortified just happens to be helpful with all the little added nutrients and amino acids. It's helpful for feather growing. So in case you didn't know. All right, let's see here. Set this cup down now since it's empty. I'm going to put that in with Stan. So, and the reason that Stan has to live inside a coop and not be out with everyone is because, unfortunately, he is an ultra protective rooster, which in the wild would be great. He would be very protective about his flock. However, when there are other roosters here, he sees them as a threat, and he will unfortunately kill any other roosters if he was to be out. He also sees humans as a threat, so he would, he many times attacked us. So I'm going to try to hopefully keep him over there. So I'm going to try to sneak this ice pack in before he notices I'm in this side of his coop and runs over. Oh, he's coming. Close that up real quick. Okay, grab this one that's thawed out. We'll take that back in a minute. I'll set it over here for now. And then we can go say hi to some of the bigs out in the field. Actually, I'll kind of peek over there right now because it looks like most of them are settling in already. As if you've watched before, you'll know that kind of after breakfast time, after the morning feeding frenzy, most everyone just kind of finds a little spot to take a nap and rest, especially during these hot summer months. So here are those new guys. I just introduced them to you yesterday. They are Rocky and Nicholas, and they are not going to be living here. They are just staying here for a couple of weeks. We're helping out a local sanctuary. They're set to go to this other wonderful sanctuary called Freed Spirits. However, Freed Spirits right now, they have a little bacterial infection going around in some of their goats, and they did not want to expose these newcomers to that infection called CL. I cannot pronounce what it actually stands for, but it's CL, and it happens to goats and sheep at times. It causes abscesses. It's really yucky. So these guys are going to stay here while they treat their goats over at Freed Spirits, and then they will get to go live there. Oh, got Mr. Fernando. This is our male turkey. Good morning. Good morning, buddy. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Well, he doesn't want to talk to me right now. Sometimes we go back and forth with our gobbles, although, of course, he is much more talented at, making an actual gobble sound than I am. But hi, good morning. Okay, let's go say hi to some friends over here. Here's a little pool we have. We just put a little bit of water in because the chickens aren't going to, go swimming or anything, but we do want, if they want to come over and take a little sip of water, or if they do wish to climb in there, chickens can cool themselves down through their feet. So that can be helpful. And then later in the day, Michelle will go add some, frozen ice packs to the water in the pool just to kind of cool it down. That's another reason that we kind of were wanting that extra freezer that we just got donated, because like I was saying, the air temperature is just so high right now that even with, our freezers at the lowest setting, they're just not able to keep things frozen in time. It takes a while for them to freeze. And, when it's very hot and we're trying to rotate water bottles throughout the day and they're not frozen yet, that kind of defeats the purpose. Good morning, Nala. Hi, pretty girl. She got brushed this morning, so she's looking extra sleek. Sweetie, she was in here doing her little cleanup patrol, as always. We'll come over, say hi to Rapunzel. Rapunzel she hangs out in this stall during breakfast time. She has her sweet moments, but for the most part, she's a little spicy. And so, although you never believe it, looking at that adorable smile she just gave the camera. So she hangs out in here and she has her own feeder right here, this wooden one. It's her favorite one. It actually came with her from her previous home. So we stuffed the hay all down in here. As you can see, she made use of all that. So she has breakfast and hangs out in there until we're pretty much finished up, and we'll let her out just in case she has one of her spicy moments. That way, we're all safe. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see Thomas laying on his side over here. Look at his big belly poking up. He is a happy, full guy. My goodness, just lounging. Oh, I see his ear moving. He hears me. Hi, Thomas. Hi, buddy. Oh, how you doing? Just napping? Oh, he's like, well, I was doing good until you interrupted my snooze. Sorry, friend. Can you just give you a little scratch? Get that little fuzzy off your face. Got Esperanza over here. Oh, Mr. Julio. And Julio is our shy pig, so I won't try to go give him a belly rub. I'll just say hi and kind of give him his space. It's okay, buddy. I'm not going to bother you. We respect that some of the animals love to be pet and some of them don't, and that's totally fine. Just look how peaceful everybody is. We do have Zeus way in the front up there by the fence. I don't know if you could see him snoozing in the sun. Now, he is a friendly pig. He likes to be pet and get belly rubs, but he is napping. And as you saw, I already kind of interrupted Thomas's nap. And oh, he's good. He's back to his laying down, comfy position with his belly poking out. That's good. I didn't want to disturb him too much, but I did want to come say hi to everybody. Zeus, the friendlier pig that's right there, he does sometimes have some digestive issues. If you've been following our live streams for a while, you might have seen when he actually went in for emergency surgery once, and then luckily he actually didn't need the surgery, but it was a scary time for everybody. But yeah, so every once in a while we will give him some prune juice or apple juice. Both of those have to be watered down considerably, but just to kind of help his digestion. And otherwise, this is Snowy. This is the guy who gets electrolytes every single morning, and then Gibby on occasion, and then everybody else just kind of like as needed. It can get a little tricky to try to sneak electrolytes throughout the day because everybody gets excited. They just see a bowl. They don't know it's electrolytes. They just, see a bowl. They all run over, crowd you and try to knock the bowl down. They get all excited. So it can be tricky to try to sneak anybody food. Hi, Norma. It's Miss Norma Jean here. Oh, yes, what a good girl. Oh, yes, throwing that head, trying to get those flies away. All right. Okay, well, since I am wrapping up here, I'm going to go ahead and let Rapunzel out now. I'm going to open the gate, and then I'm going to walk out the gate, the exit myself. Okay, Rapunzel. Oh, open it up so she can come out. Oh, she's coming. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching this morning. If you are in a climate that gets super hot, be sure that you're drinking some electrolytes as well. Maybe not the same recipe that the goats use, but just stay hydrated, stay healthy. And if you guys have anything to say to any of our animals or any ideas or questions and something that we might be able to cover on maybe our next live stream, then please leave us a comment down below and we will get back to you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.